Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we're about a little more than a week away from XRP Las Vegas.
We are under 14 days to XRP Las Vegas 2024 and a new era of finance at the world's largest XRP conference at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Doors open at 9 a.m. May 3rd, and the event kicks off at 10 with an extended preview of the XRP Unleashed documentary. Great speakers taking the stage every hour, breaking down the new era of finance. Day 2 kicks off at 9 a.m., and then U.S. senatorial candidate John Deaton takes the stage with more great speakers every hour. Day 2 wraps up with the current state of crypto on Capitol Hill with Wiley Nickel and Will Petruski. And then let the after party begin. Ticket prices increase on April 25th, so get your tickets while they are still available. XRP Las Vegas 2024. We'll see you there.
And I just yesterday we talked about how Glenn and Miles Franklin were getting together. They were partnering up. So I want to give you a reminder, if you're after you watch this video, you're probably going to be wanting to get some gold. My sponsor is Miles Franklin. Type in referral code DAI gold. Now watch this.
Yes, I agree entirely on everything you said. I think gold is ultimately how they get out of this. There are provisions in the Federal Reserve Bank operating manual by which the Treasury, United States Treasury Secretary, can instruct the Fed to write up the gold, the U.S.'s gold, and the accounting treatment of that is a deposit, free and clear, no debt attached to it, into the U.S. Treasury general account. So at 261 million ounces, or 8,000 tons, every $4,000 per ounce the Treasury were to instruct the Fed to write up the gold would deposit roughly $1 trillion, 4,000 times 261 million ounces, into the TGA. So like, if you said, Luke, your Treasury Secretary, how can you get out of this? We need to get our debt to GDP down right away. How do we get out of this debt spiral? I call up the Fed. Powell, it's over. You've lost the long end no matter what you do. Write up the gold to, I don't know, it's a $24 trillion Treasury market. Prices are probably down, Mark, base value 30% on average over the last 2-3 years. So the real market value of the U.S. Treasury market, I don't know, 12 trillion, it's 15 trillion for round man. I'm going to write up the gold by 10 trillion, right? So it's $40,000 per, just actually do 5 trillion. Just take a third of the debt out. I'm going to write up the gold by 5 trillion. If I write up the gold by 5 trillion, every trillion is $4,000, so that's $20,000. And I get 5 trillion deposited into the TGA, free and clear. I go out into the market and I buy back a third of the U.S. debt outstanding. Now it's a $10 trillion market value market against GDP of 27 trillion, give or take. Voila, we've gone from 120 to 40% in one stroke. Thank you for your donation, Treasury holders. Now, inflation rips, the dollar probably sells off quite a bit, but that's all in the Cape. That's going to happen no matter what.
Pretty wild stuff. But go to Miles, that's MILES Franklin.com. There you go. The Black Swan Capital guys, they had Gary Cardone on. Watch this.
Yeah, look, guys, I'm not an XRP Ripple expert. I know very, very, very little about it. In the consistent transparency that I attempt to offer here, I do own some XRP. I literally bought XRP as a call option that the institutional payment system will want to use rails they're familiar with, and that could be a benefactor. Yeah, look, I'm not an XRP Ripple expert. I know very
I'll let the
little.
loop go again. I was sitting there staring at my phone. Check this out from Dark Defender. Let's get to the good part. Down here he says, I highlighted many times and repeated that XRP will be highly bullish above 66 cents. Then is expected to proceed with our fib targets of 188 and $5.85. Then we've got this from eGrag Crypto, the Bent Fork $17. First time introduced Bent Fork, Then he goes on, don't underestimate the $1 mark as it represents both structural resistance and psychological barrier. 350 cents as the all-time high and major macro resistance. Closing above it could pave the way to Valhalla for the Valhalla highway. Stay steady. My aim is for some coins to pump so I can rotate profits to XRP. This is the conviction. Like the sound of that. This is interesting. This was a tweet from Baba Cugs. He said, Dear XRP, who is the official lightning rod of the Digital Asset Investor channel. He does not care. He says, this was posted by Digital Perspectives in 2020 when he was invited to Swell. Do you notice anything XRP or stable coin off XRP? What does this tell you? You call us crazy for thinking things are planned in advance, yet this is proof. Ripple doesn't introduce a stable coin in 2024 when they talked about it in 2020 unless Ripple future is okay. Do you know what this means? Congratulations, you win. It's all done. This flywheel is 100% in motion to come true. Game over. Checkmate. Look at this. This is what Brad Combs had put out. How XRP gets its true value, all the money. If you look in the middle, it shows XRP or stablecoin off of XRP. CBDCs around it. Supply chains, euro, Swiss franc, oil, supply chains, gold, asset-backed $1 with ability to provide constant flow of utility. Fiat-backed system is collapsing globally. Utility, the hoses, FX market, supply chains, SME, small, medium enterprises, cross-border, peer-to-peer. Liquidity, the pool, collateral, pile of assets, gold, silver, oil, assets. Good stuff, folks. The flywheel. Then we got this. This is Sir John Cunliffe, from former Deputy Governor of Bank of England.
Over the last decade, a set of new technologies have emerged which may have the potential for further transformation in money and payments. I'm referring here to the technologies that have been pioneered and refined in the crypto world as tokenization, encryption, distribution, atomic settlement, and smart contracts. They offer the prospect of what is loosely called tokenization of financial assets, including the tokenization of the money that is used to settle payment, and thereby a more extensive, faster, and more secure programming of financial transactions and of recording ownership. The potential tokenization of money and the development of new ways of transferring it in transactions has major implications for the Bank of England. It's not just that we're responsible for ensuring that payment systems work seamlessly and without disruption in the UK, though that is crucial for financial stability. It is also, and this is more fundamental, because we're ultimately responsible for ensuring that each of the monies circulating in the UK, and at present we have 800 private banks, building societies, and credit unions issuing money, that each of those monies is robust and is uniform. By robust, I mean that users can have confidence that the money they hold will be usable and will be acceptable in transactions. By uniform, I mean denominated in the same currency unit sterling and seamlessly exchangeable for any other money in circulation on demand and without loss of value.
All right, and then this is Bitwise CIO. He's explaining the demand shock from the Bitcoin halving.
Look, Bitcoin is going through both a demand shock from the launch of the ETF and a supply shock from this Bitcoin halving. Those are happening at the exact same time, and that's a really exciting setup for the next year ahead. Look, Bitcoin is going.
All right, the next year should be interesting. Now look here, folks. Look at this.
We looked at
This guy is letting us know that serial insider traders have been involved in ERC20 tokens. You mean all of those tokens from the token foundry that Joseph Lubin created that he was able to run under the cover of the Bill Hinman speech?
18-month period in 2021, 2022. And we identified that over half of the ERC20 token listings had signatures of insider trading. And we set a pretty high bar for what we...
Why is nobody interested in tracking what those disguised whales from Ethereum's ICO are up to?
We called insider trading. And moreover, over half of these insider wallets were serial actors, where they acted more than one time across more than one token listing. And in fact, about 10% of them acted multiple times, 5, 10, 12, 18, 25 times. So there were some actors with significant access to listings on major exchanges that are obviously part of what's hurting the integrity of these crypto markets. And then the last point is that about a quarter of these were connected to centralized, in many cases, very well-regulated exchanges, either because the exchange was the funding party and that pseudonymous wallet was funded from a regulated exchange, or it was the offboarding point.
All right, and then Cowboy Crypto reminded old Vitalik Buterin had said, this is bad. Crypto's not just about trading tokens. It's part of a broader ethos of protecting freedom and privacy and keeping power in the hands of the little guy. And these values, unfortunately, continue to be under attack globally. And Cowboy Crypto says, Ethereum taking money from the CCP Wang Zhang to fund Ethereum prior to mainnet launch is bad. And he's got the receipts right here. It says Vitalik and I would often meet to talk about the blockchain and Ethereum. Of course, how Wang Zhang could work together with Ethereum to promote developments and applications of blockchain technology in China. One morning in April 2015, Vitalik arrived at Wang Zhang headquarters looking slightly tired. It looked that he did not rest well the night before. Bo Shin pulled me to the side and told me that Ethereum community had a night-long meeting the day prior. The meeting mainly revolved around the fact someone had seen the cash reserve on the Ethereum Foundation's account and doubted whether there would be enough funds to support the launch of the Ethereum mainnet. I think you get the picture. Folks, in DAIXRP.com, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a video. If you want to understand why so many things don't make sense in our country, to me, this video pretty much spells it out. This would be why the same reasons. Why does nobody look into the island guy? Why does nobody want to look into Eastgate? Why do our Congress people always seem to be working against the people instead of for the people? That's what we'll show you in DAIXRP. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that away we go. I think this is the root of most of the problems in the United States right here. Here we go.